All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Get up!
Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4. They'll run it with Coleman, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, empty. Shorty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Past the 20. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. 23 yards on the play. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Ajayi, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Doug Pederson's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. 21.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing again. Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wentz to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. That's Wallace. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 77 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
And will they make up for it? And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Now Ryan on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Ryan. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Again, Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they can put...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
On the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Wentz now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Wentz now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And out now come the Eagles.
On the
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz. He's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go in the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And this will be caught at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Hardy on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Let's go.
To throw on second down. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On first down, Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Ryan on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, wait. Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
22.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And
he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath and wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion and the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again is Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. On the screen pass, that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Wentz on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wentz now to throw. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun.
Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. First and 10, it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point.
Fuck wrong with this nigga? You ain't good enough for me to run that fucking time down, nigga. Fuck wrong with this nigga? You ain't good enough. You ain't fucking good enough, nigga. Fuck wrong with this nigga? You ain't fucking good enough. That's fucking my game, nigga. That shit backfired on trying to run the clock down. Nigga, you ain't good enough. Nigga ain't fucking good enough to run that time down on me, nigga. I need that ball too. I need that.
sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they...
What's wrong with this nigga? Nigga ain't good enough. Nigga, I control this game, nigga. I let you go up by 14, nigga. I let you go up by 14, nigga. This is my shit, nigga. Fuck, nigga, you forgot I tried to spot you 14 points, but you ain't want it. Nigga, I let you go up by 14, nigga, so you ain't fucking with me. Fuck wrong with this nigga? Yeah, I know. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man. Fuck wrong with this nigga. Yeah. I know. I'm not playing that nigga no more. He's done. I'm done with that nigga. I'm done with him. I'm done with that nigga. No more. Nigga, that nigga ain't fucking with me. Fuck wrong with that nigga.